SABC's news reporter Reginald Witbooi is attending the forum and joining us live. So, Reginald, this is all about what the province can offer. Tell us more.
A very good afternoon to you, Francis, and also to our viewers. Well, this is the first day of the Tourism Investment Forum Africa, but also a first of its kind for the Northern Cape, but not only for the Northern Cape, for South Africa as a whole. And this forum is very important because it's here where leaders from the different African countries are meeting to have those discussions on how they can invest and how they can lure tourists and also attract investors to invest in the different countries. We know that South Africa is currently buckling under severe economic pressure, but we know that in 2021, the tourism sector contributed about nearly 3.2% to the country's GDP. In 2019, it was 3.7%, and that was more than agriculture, utilities, and then also construction. But joining me now is the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Mr. Mahlalela. Mr. Mahlalela, welcome to the SABC's news channel. Just firstly, I want to know, why was it decided that the Northern Cape should host this inaugural Tourism Investment Forum Africa event?
No, thank you very much. Well, as you know, this is an initiative from the private sector in partnership with the Northern Cape government. It's an initiative that is highly welcomed by ourselves as South African government, in a sense that it addresses what the white paper on tourism envisage that we must do, that is taking events of this nature into less explored and visited areas like the Northern Cape, in particular the Upington areas. This will create more opportunities for the people of the Northern Cape in general, but for the people of Upington and the surrounding areas in particular, as part of a process of expanding the tourism products, as well as creating opportunities for investment in the tourism space around this area. It will create an opportunities for businesses to look what are the opportunities that are available in the Northern Cape in general, but also in the Upington areas in particular, so that you are able to drive economic development into the small towns and dorps and rural areas, and then create opportunities. And then that will assist a great deal because, as you know, we've got a challenge of migration. So tourism has got a potential to arrest that by creating opportunities in the flank areas, in the rural areas, in the small towns, and make sure that people doesn't migrate into two cities and becomes too much challenge.
But talking about creating those opportunities can't be created if we don't convince investors to spend their money in the Northern Cape or bring it to South Africa. How are you progressing on that front?
That's exactly what we were trying to do in these 3 days here, to say what is it that South Africa is able to offer, why is it necessary for people to come and invest in South Africa, what are the opportunities that South Africa is able to offer that nobody else or anywhere in the continent or in the world is able to offer. And then we are here to then sell various programs and projects that as South Africa we're able to present and indicate how bankable they are, and how is it going to be easy for business to come and invest. We will be part of our discussion here. We'll make a presentation on other investment projects, bankable one, in the tourism sector throughout the country in the 9 provinces, but with particular emphasis here on the Northern Cape, so that we are able to make sure that we expose Northern Cape. The good thing about Northern Cape is that after COVID, most of the tourists, they are interested in areas that are not congested, and that's what Northern Cape is able to offer.
Thank you so much. Well, Francis, that was the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Mr. Fish Mahlalela, talking about the economic development, not only for the Northern Cape, but for South Africa, as they will be meeting with leaders of other African countries and also investors, talking about the opportunities what the Northern Cape has to offer, and also South Africa, because we know that South Africa's economy is currently buckling under economic strain. So they want to get that trajectory on a positive road. But we are going to bring you updates throughout this 3-day event, and we are going to speak to exhibitors, investors, and also other African leaders.